Welcome to Tennis Intention. Today we're going to talk about the repetition and the action of trying. Try. Repetition and try are totally opposite. But you just know the repetition because in the training you make drills and drills and drills that just remind you that you achieve the game by repetition. Yes or not? But when you arrive to a match, you cannot repeat nothing. Because every bound, every ball, every shot is different. And when every bound, every shot, and every ball is different, you cannot repeat it. You cannot get a repetition. It's impossible. You want the repetition because you learn the repetition because your coach wants to protect something that you did in the past. But here's one thing, that when you try to repeat something, you never make a full action because it's a protection, it's a control, it's a security. That's why you repeat. But the thing is, I don't care if you like if repeat is for you. But the thing is, for the game, for sure it's not. For sure, in the game, you need to try. And you tell me, what is try? Well, a try is something that you bring into the game. So an action that comes for you and go outside and make the game or make the movement and the shot. But you cannot try 50%. Because I call try 50% is a form of control. Remember that you train for repetition. So you are looking for control, you are looking for security, for protect the result. But to try is an action fully. Even if the ball goes out, goes in, it's an ace, whatever. But if you make this action fully, you are trying. You are trying something that is different because that is close to the game. Because you want to try to achieve something, but without control, without protection, and without security. That is the difference. So there is two things. The first one is try, when you try something, and the opposite is the repetition. The repetition never brings you into the game. The repetition is, you can use it as for something in particular. I don't know now, but it's not the main thing. And what you do in the lessons, you have drills and drills and drills and drills, and then you play 15 minutes at the last moment. So we are training or not? For sure not. Because you're training the repetition and the game no repetition. So the thing is that if you play, then you only thing that you can do is try. Because there's not anything that you get for secure. And there is something that we have to understand to stay in that position. The problem is you don't like to stay in that position. You always want controlling security. And every action that you make it by controlling security and protection. But to do an action without any protection, you don't understand that. Because you don't train by that. You train by repetition. That is control, protection, and security. So you make every action looking for those points. That's why you want to repeat. But you need to try. And to try is an action that doesn't need any control. That's why it's fully action. That's why the movement is completely. That's why the energy is higher. Because when you want to protect and control something, the energy goes down. Why? Because you're not sure. And the difference to try, when you try something, you are sure about who you are. And you are sure about what is the game about. That is to play. So, the thing is, you want to play or not? If you want to play, you have to try. If you don't want to play, it's okay, you can repeat. But the thing is that you're never gonna play. The game needs action fully, no middle actions. That is control, that is repetition. So now you know, or you want to repeat, or you want to try. This one, the last one, try it, is the game. The repetition is the control and the protection of something, the result, or whatever. Remember, leave the repetition. That is not the game. I hope like this video, and we'll see you soon.